I'm not convinced I know how to read. I've just memorized a lot of words.
The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
True. All life ends in death, which we, as a species, are cursed with knowing, resulting in something. Again, this is really not my field.
When you're working through finding the right people in your life, it can be tough in a digital world. With swiping apps, digits, it can be confusing. Well, on the Al Travis Show, we have Heather Dugan, our relationship expert, to help with all your relationship questions.
Love having her come on the program. Heather Dugan, how are you doing?
I am well. How are you? Except for not knowing where my phone is, which we've already discussed.
Well, we got to share because I think everybody goes through this. So you get online right away and realize that you do not know where your phone is. Yeah. This would stop my day until it is found. I cannot function not knowing where something is.
It's going to be a treasure hunt. I have no idea.
You seem very light about it. Are you not that weird about it? I mean, I would just go crazy.
It's not ideal, but it'll eventually turn up. It's on me because I keep it on silent like almost all the time. So,
and that's a little crazy too.
I just don't like the interruptions. I really.
How about really light, little? Turn it up just a little bit so you can, it jiggles at least. No,
that's an idea. I suppose I could think about that. The vibration is usually enough to know where it is, but it's just not. I don't know. All I can figure is I'm kind of been wrapping and doing laundry. I've done a lot this morning already, so it could be anywhere in this place.
But are you? Well, you're not like me, so probably not. Everything has a place. I walk in my home, keys go right up here, because if I don't put them right up there, anywhere else, they're gone. Phone is generally in this pocket, and if it is not, it's sitting on this thing or this dresser. There's like 3 spots in the world my phone can be. If they're not, it's over. Are you repetitive like that? And I think that's just a survival tactic for old people.
Yeah, well, on most things, I am. On phone, it's kind of usually where I am, but then I'll get busy doing something and I'll leave it where it is. Because it's kind of with you, but you forget it's there. And, usually if I have a pocket, it's in a pocket. But apparently I didn't have a pocket earlier. So, it'll turn up. It'll turn up eventually.
All right. I would tear things apart. I really would. All right. Well, good for you. I hope you find it. And for folks to know,
would you like me to go do that?
No, I actually, just so folks know, I'm not leaving you hanging. I did try calling your phone.
You did.
But it's not on. So, I mean, I've done all I can from here.
Thank you, Al. Noted. Okay. Yes.
Now, things to want to talk about today. When it comes to the holidays, this is so nice having you on here because you have some of the issues we have. You've got a lot of issues, to be quite frank, but not here to fix all of them. But it's you have the holiday split, right?
Right.
Family got to go here, so got to go here. How do you guys bust that down? You always get Christmas Eve and then New Year's Day. How do you guys bust it down?
There's no always. That's kind of what we're getting to now because we have things that we typically do, but this year it all flipped because my 2 oldest kids are leaving and coming to town with partners on the same day. So there is not going to be a moment when everybody is all together. We worked Thanksgiving, which was nice, but I here's what I'm doing in my head. Instead of thinking, oh no, everybody's not going to be all together, which was my initial, gut feeling, is I get to spread it out. I get to have individualized time with people more this time. So you just have to kind of, you get loose. The rigidity will mess you up. So. You just got to be flexible on what works for them so that everybody can be as stress-free as possible.
And I appreciate that sentiment very much, and I'm glad that you've got your head up. But between Thanksgiving, then Christmas, then the New Year's, it's just a bing to bing to bing. Do you have New Year's traditions where, if you're not here at Christmas, I see New Year's is New Year's more of a Heather Dugan does what Heather Dugan go crazy, midnight comes party time thing?
Yeah, Heather Dugan might have used to do more of the crazy, but I like it a little. Honestly, after I do Christmas, this has been crazy busy right now. I'm a little excited that weather is changed some plans for one night this week. So there's going to be one quieter night, but it's been a lot. So,
you are actually hoping something got canceled due to weather. Why are you going? Dugan, did you just say that?
It's terrible. Oh, I know.
I can't say this, but literally I was sitting with my wife. We have a wedding this weekend. Yeah. Nice folks. I'm not in the wedding. I'll be in the background somewhere. No problem. But it's like 6 hours away. And I'm like, we got to drive there, have some fun. It's just going to be a huge. And I literally was talking, what about if it got really bad, cold, snowy, or I got sick? We were having this plan. So you do that as well.
Every now and then it's, you know what? I think you have to embrace what's in front of you. And having a quiet night is something I can readily embrace occasionally. That's not a bad thing.
But you set it up. You said you'd go to whatever said thing is. We looked
at it. It's supposed to be rainy, and we've moved it to another night, but it just means there's going to be a little break in between. So it's rainy, and we were doing a lights thing. So we're, it must be outdoors. So that's the problem. Right. But yeah, no, I think, we started out, it was very easy and simple when the three kids were, unpartnered and younger. And I had their agenda on my calendar because I got to choose it all.
Yeah.
But now, I love that they have places to go. I think that's what's supposed to happen. They've developed, and as my daughter said very wisely, this is the one that's going to be a mom in May. And actually, I think she's already a mom because she's growing this baby right now. But she said, Zach is my older son. She says, we have our own relationship. We'll see each other, Mom. We love each other. So, me worrying that they're not going to be all together at the same time is more about me and not about them. They'll find their moments.
Let's bust down Heather Dugan, though. What kind of Christmas person are you? Because I'm sitting here. I'm looking at your background. You have decorations up and that sort of. And I use this. There's the Al when he was 20s. I thought I was being cute, but basically bought a stick tree. Very small, and put one bulb on it and did the Charlie Brown Christmas, thought I was being all that. And then I realized I'm just lazy. It's just not something I care about. And then there's this Stephanie, my wife, who it was the coldest day of the year here on Saturday. It was like 14, 15 below. And I get up and she's decided then to put the lights out. Nothing will stop her from doing this house. The house is just, there isn't a spot. We're not even having people for Christmas. We're going somewhere. So what are you doing?
This is for her. I love that.
She loves it. I don't complain much. I guess when they're ready to complain, because all I got to do is help carry the boxes back down in the basement for next year. So she does it all. Where are you between those two? Are you psycho Christmas gal or Al minimalist?
You know what? I enjoy if I have the help. And I will say my youngest son he is great because, and the reason that he likes that we decorate, all of us, is it's about all the memories attached to things. So it's not so much curated as, I don't know if you can see behind me, I have 3 reindeer that are dressed up on my mantle. And these we've had since the kids were small, and each one was like one of the kids, and they would dress themselves each year, little hats and noses and glasses and stuff. We have a lampshade on the top of our tree. This is not a curated Christmas here, but we have ornaments that are from and keychains from places we've traveled. So everything has an experience attached to it. So that's the way we do it. I guess it's if I could have any way I can have memories in front of me every day of the year, I would do it, because it adds to the moment now when you can pull in everything that you've enjoyed together.
Go with this because it looks like you're doing this. We're going to talk about being a nearly naked Christmas tree gal. We'll talk about that next. It's a big thing going on, especially in the big cities, being a nearly naked Christmas tree person. We talk about that with Heather Dugan right after this.
This season, bring the whole family to see Irving Berlin's White Christmas. This smash hit musical based on the classic film returns by popular demand to delight you at Chanhassen dinner theaters. With loads of laughter and a stunning showcase of Irving Berlin songs, White Christmas is a celebration of the romance, friendship, and magic of the holidays. Make your plans today to see White Christmas. Visit chanhassendt.com.
You need a friend at the Capitol who knows how to get things done.
And you're in luck because that's exactly who we are, your friends at the Capitol, and we deliver results.
At Momentum Advocacy, we bring decades of experience in lobbying, public affairs, and crisis communications.
From local nonprofits to national corporations, we help you move policy, manage your media, and make your voice heard.
We're not just seasoned pros, we're essential partners.
Momentum Advocacy, your friends at the Capitol. Learn more at momentum-advocacy.com.
Are you kidding me?
You know that comment you said to the radio? The thing that we got wrong?
Clearly, Brussels sprouts are the worst vegetable.
Call us and let the world know your thoughts. 855-257-7469. That's 855-ALS-SHOW.
So we've got our Heather Dugan and our relationship expert talking all things Christmas today. There is this new thing out, evidently in the big cities, New York, nearly naked Christmas. And what it means is absolutely minimalist stuff. You can just bring a tree in, not bobble it all up, maybe put some lights on, be very minimalistic. And as I'm watching you on the show today, behind you is this must not be your main Christmas. Your Christmas tree is nothing but a Santa hat on it. So I think you might be one of those in favor of the minimalistic Christmas, the naked Christmas. You're up for it?
I am against curated and not against, let me put it the other way. That is not my thing. That sounds like a lot of work. So it needs to be fun. That's really what it comes down to for me. And minimal is more fun and things that, So
I call no, because you actually have a shark hanging on your fireplace. So, wow. But it's not Christmassy. It's not minimalist. You just threw a shark up. Why do you have a shark in your Christmas
tree? It has
tree?
a Santa hat on it. It is a stocking for my daughter's and son-in-law's baby that's coming in May. So a few little baby gifts that are going to go in that little stocking. And then,
is the shark? Where does the shark come from? Are they live on the ocean?
Together. No, we picked it out together. She had a really fun. We've always had kind of fun stockings, and she wanted quirky and fun. And what's more quirky than a shark with a Santa hat, right?
Well,
So
no, yes, you're absolutely 100% correct.
if we saw a moose, we might
have
have gone with a moose because we do like mountains. But she's a
I'm
beach
all
girl.
for it. It just, like you say, we're trying to figure out where you sit on the Christmas thing. You also mentioned a lampshade on your Christmas tree. Is this from a Christmas gone wild years back, and it brings back great memories? Why would you have a shade?
It's part of our whole,
lampshade?
tradition. It's about traditions. We on Thanksgiving Day we stood around the tree and we took turns throwing the lampshade until actually my daughter, I think it's the first year she's actually hung it on there, but it's like a 12-foot tree at least. So, it's either a basketball hoop shot or a frisbee golf, depending on, your style. But she nailed it this time. She's the one that got it on the top of the tree.
But the question is, how does that, you say it's tradition. I get tradition. How does that start? One day, the kids are all sitting around at 8, we're doing the tree. It's like, hey, what about this lampshade?
Yeah. One of my sons rescued it from its journey to the trash. And it was my daughter's. It was one I'd done for her room years ago. It's yellow with orange flowers, I think, on it of some sort. It'll kind of like starfish. And decided it was a better topper for the tree that year. And we couldn't get it on top without tossing it. And then we decided it was more fun when we put on fun music and we take turns. So everybody looks forward to this. It's got to be a night when everybody's here. So we take turns and go around the circle. Yep.
So first grandchild?
Yes. She will be my first grandchild.
I know. You say she. Do you know it's a she? Is this just hope?
She.
You looked under the hood.
Girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. So how does that make things different for you?
It's just bringing up all the wonderful things I remember about when she was a little girl at Christmas, honestly, and thinking of all the things she's got to look forward to, and him too, Nicholas and Hannah. I'm just thinking how everything will change for their Christmases going forward, because the focus changes very much once you have those little children in the house. So it's just sweeter. It's just really sweet. And I find myself like not following, but like really my eyes are always searching out the little kids around more and more. Although I already do that, but it's like now
what does that do for Heather though? Because you're right, it's going to change things. My in-laws and I got along great, but as soon as my boys were born, we stopped. It was no going anywhere on Christmas Day. Santa comes here, we're going to open presents. Now, later in the day, I don't care, but it's Christmas morning, this is it. And I kind of drew the line, which made the entire rest of the family have to decide Christmas Eve, later, and they're all kind of a little upset to start with, but that was just the place I drew the line. She could draw that line with Grandma Heather.
Right. Yeah. No, I believe, I think it's right to simplify as you have children for yourself. It's because she's my daughter, but first and foremost, she has her own family now. So I would expect that in years to come, I will probably need to travel that direction to see them on Christmas. So, I'm open to it's life is full of change. I've loved this stage, all the stages up to now. Yeah. But hopefully, we don't get anything forever, do we, Al? It changes.
But this changes things. Like I've said out loud a million times, I've never seen myself married to a grandmother. So the first time we have a grandchild, life is going to change in my house because I don't see it happen. I've never thought that would happen to me. You're going to be out there dating as a grandmother now.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Does that change just how you got to go through your resume on all the websites and say grandmother of one, and you know what I'm saying? How does that hit you? Being a grandmother.
I'm one of the last to become a grandmother in my circle and stuff. So, I don't know. I hope that they enjoy. I'll tell you what, it's another opportunity to stick a red flag on someone if they are not like enjoying their grandchildren or spending time with them. But But
stick a red flag on somebody. Oh my God, that is great terminology. I love that. Stick a red flag on him. One more and he's out of here. Okay.
But I think life is richer in many ways, and if somebody I don't know, I would expect that your family is always going to come first as you are moving through a lot of these kind of situations. So I like to see somebody that's enjoying their family and doing what they can. I'll tell you what, another red flag would be somebody that has bitterness about Christmas not being the way they want it to be, because
not being
the grandkids are, So hopefully, as we get older and wiser, we become more and more generous in our understanding of other people's needs to experience things the way they want to in their lives, right? So, hopefully we can add to that for them rather than be pulling expectations and, putting guilt.
But I don't want to be married to a grandmother. I'm not that old.
Please. Oh, Al, I know. And she's going to say, she's going to be asking you to play Santa. You watch out.
Oh, see, I know. I'm building the body for it now as we speak.
Oh,
I appreciate you very, very much. I absolutely love having you come on the program. We're going to have to miss next time because that'll be New Year's Eve day, and I'll be taking that off. So we'll catch you in 2026, and I hope you have a very good New Year.
Here we go. New Year coming. Happy Christmas and every other holiday celebration here. Yes.
Enjoy yourself, and good luck with the granddaughter. We'll talk about her before she shows up as well.
Thank you.
Heather Dugan, our relationship expert on the Al Travis Show.
You need a friend at the Capitol who knows how to get things